and high pressure.
Now, does it hurt when you breathe?
No, that's it, your backside, it, lad.
So, guys, all happy with the plan? Ketamine, straight in the leg and off.
At the Nostell Air Base, a senior controller in the 999 Operations Centre is on the line.
Gav speaking. Got a job. Carving motorbike. Loads of multiple calls, so God doesn't know what.
Where is it?
Looks like it's Maltby. No, for about this, we've got a job. Okay.
Pilot Gary's hitting the helipad running.
Radio's lights.
Are all as required. We've got Doncaster on there.
Brief.
Brief. It's very windy, so it could be bumpy on the way down.
Okay.
Flying Dr. Tim's on shift with paramedics Pete and James.
What do we know? Car versus motorbike, multiple calls. Crossroads in middle of Maltby.
The crash has happened in a busy town centre in South Yorkshire. It sounds like the biker's in a bad way.
When a car hits a motorbike, there's only one person going to come out worse than that, and it's a motorcyclist. Unfortunately, the human body is just not designed to be decelerated from 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 miles an hour. So we'll have to do a very careful assessment of his airways, breathing, his circulation, and then hopefully get him to the nearest trauma centre, which will be Sheffield.
They're racing south at 150 miles an hour.
Gav, is there anyone on scene or likely to be on scene on our arrival, ETA 3 minutes, over?
Yeah, affirmative, yeah, Rat has just keyed on scene about a minute ago. We're just waiting for an update from Rat, over.
A RAT is a senior paramedic specialising in cardiac care. He was near the scene.
Okay, crash is straight below you guys, on the right hand side of the aircraft. Visual! Okay guys, come out of the aircraft, got 1 o'clock, and there's a exit out of the area.
Gary's descending into a busy shopping area.
Way below my side, mate.
There are few safe places to land adjacent to the crash, except for a football pitch.
Yeah, this isn't ideal, is it?
The biker is in the care of the ground paramedics. He's losing blood.
His chest seems clear, his abdomen seems clear, his pelvis seems attached. His knees are open, fractured, and where his patella is completely exposed and just open.
Nick Rayfield was on his way home. Now he has a very serious leg injury. His wife has rushed to comfort him.
So this gentleman's ridden his scooter, collided with a car. Luckily, he doesn't seem to be too fast, but he's definitely got a very nasty injury to his leg and chipped off the bottom of his thigh bone. It's the biggest bone in the body, so it's very serious if you damage it, and if you damage it enough, you can actually bleed to death.
Nick's in great pain.
Now listen, we're going to give you some medicine to make you feel a little bit relaxed. Then we're going to give you a strong painkiller that's going to make you feel a bit wappy. All right, so if you start feeling a bit weird, we've done it to reduce your pain. Now, does it hurt when you breathe?
No, just your knee.
Just your knee? It's all just your knee, is it?
The left wrist does hurt a little bit.
What about your teeth?
There's quite a few missing anyway.
This is a life-changing injury. He may need emergency surgery.
So guys, all happy with the plan? Bit of Madaz, ketamine, straight in the leg, cover the wound, and off.
Dr. Tim's concerned Nick may have more serious injuries caused by the impact with the car. It appears it wasn't his fault.
Sit your backside, it, lad.
Open your eyes for me. How are you feeling now?
Oh, God.
You feeling any different?
Can you feel drugs kicking in there?
Oh, yeah.
Now Nick is more comfortable. Dr. Tim wants to straighten his leg.
This is going to hurt a bit, I'm afraid.
They're going to align the broken bones to prevent further blood loss.
But we did find that there was a lot of bleeding coming from the leg, so we actually had to put a tourniquet on in this case to stop the bleeding, so we could get him to hospital as quick as possible. Let's get him on the scoop, ready for the DCA. I mean, all we can do is keep him warm.
Nick's leg's been put into a vacuum splint. He's very cold. They'll use a ground ambulance to warm him up as soon as it arrives.
Cold is a killer in trauma, so if you're cold, your blood doesn't clot properly, so you just keep bleeding and bleeding. So one of the most important things we can do to help patients is to try and keep them as warm as possible. But obviously on a day like this, it's very hard. That's why one of the first things we did was we just got a mountain of blankets and covered him in that. And then we've got a special heating blanket that's battery powered that we use as well. So by keeping the patient's temperature up, we help them to help themselves and form a blood clot so they don't keep bleeding. So we'll need a bit more ketamine for the tourniquet in a bit. So I think all we can do, Pete, is just get him on the scoop. I think I can hear the DCA.
The accident's happened a short drive from the major trauma centre at the Northern General Hospital. He'll travel there by road.
His airway's all right, his breathing's all right, his pelvis feels all right. We've sorted his leg out, the bleeding that we saw has been controlled.
Surgeons will have to rebuild Nick's knee. He's lost a lot of tissue.
No, it's not that threatening, he's going to need an operation there.
His wife can stand back now. It's been a traumatic experience for her too.
So we've sorted out the bleeding, we've put the bone in the right place, we've given him some very strong painkillers because very, very painful having your femur broken. The priority to him is to keep him warm, get him to hospital as soon as possible so he can have an operation to put his bone back together again. Right, are we ready to lift? Ready, steady, lift.
Nick's on his way to hospital care.
Okay, and down. Nice.
Police are investigating the cause of the crash.
So we're happy to hand over once we get the Garrison back?
Yeah, as long as our friends have to keep me en route, I'm happy.
Nick faces a long and painful recovery. The team are going to head back to base, leaving him in the hands of a local crew.
His chest seems clear, his abdomen seems clear, his pelvis seems intact, his knees an open fracture, and the patella is completely.
Nick, whose scooter collided with a car in Maltby, has given up biking. The car driver was fined and sent on a driving awareness course.